Hello there. Hope everyone is well today. I apologize already in advance for the noise. Unfortunately, I have to have my air conditioning on today because it is boiling in London. It's actually 35 degrees in the UK, and even with the air conditioning on full blast, it is still like 28 degrees, 27 degrees in the room, so I can only really lower it for like 6 or 7 degrees. It's just way too hot. It's way too warm, and you guys know this. These houses are not equipped to deal with this stuff. It's just way too much. It's like really complicated for them to deal with this, and so yeah. So we'll see if we can survive. Hopefully we can survive and we can plow through this thing. But yeah, it's a difficult day for sure. I hope everyone is well. So today we have, as usual, we have the Showreel reviews. Really enjoying that again, to come back to that. I can see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. I am streaming simultaneously on Twitch and on YouTube as well. The day is good, everything is well, and so I hope you're well as well. We have two showreels today. I'm gonna make the stream a bit shorter today because it's just too hot and it's too warm and too humid, and I just don't think I can last that long. So I have two showreels to go through today, and yeah, I can't wait to show them to you. Yeah, that's really it. As always, we have a lot more dates on the showreel reviews. If you are interested on sending your showreel, it's first come, first serve, as you already know. But the next dates, I have them on screen here. Never mind the little marking on the 18th. That one is done. So today is the 25th. So the next one is the 9th of July, and then we have 16th of July. So we have 3 more streams before the end of the summer. And then I'm going to do a break during the summer, and then I'll come back in September again with more showreel reviews. So, as always, these showreel reviews are sponsored by BenQ, so I can't thank enough BenQ for all the help that they give me throughout the show and throughout all these years. They've been pivotal on the development of this channel. So with that in mind, I'm going to just play BenQ's commercial because they are sponsoring this channel and they're sponsoring this stream as well. And it's really because of them that we actually have the show reviews. It is something that I hold dear to my heart, and also the BenQ team and Vincent as well. They love the show reviews as well, and it's a blessing that they support this. Because they didn't have to, they didn't have to support this, and they did. They do. They believe on it, and they believe on the development of the artists. And I really think that it's wonderful that we actually have a company that actually believes in developing artists and giving them some reviews and giving them a safe space for them to show their work and get some feedback, which is great. I can't thank BenQ enough. I'm going to play their commercial. I'm going to shut up now, okay? Okay. Again, once again, thank you so much, BenQ, for all the support over all these years. It's been fantastic to see. In the meantime, also, just so you all know, like, we have a giveaway. It's on the screen. It's on the chat, actually. I've put it on, pinned on the chat. We have a giveaway of my Nuke course. If you don't want to wait for the giveaway, you can always jump into the course right away. The course is currently 70% off. It's a summer sale that I have right now. And there are new classes as well on the course, which is wonderful. There are some new classes from FMX, which involved with Beeble and involves the new 3D system. And so a lot of new classes are coming in to the course. So all the students will get them for free, of course. And so if you join the course, you will eventually get all these new classes, which I'm now uploading them. I've only uploaded 2 of them. I've been having a lot of problems with the new platform. The course has a brand new player and platform, and it's buggy. There's a lot of bugs, a lot of problems. If you're one of my students, I know that there are bugs and problems, and I'm working on it. Everything is getting done. Don't worry. Like it's moving, and we're getting it done. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's move on then to the Showreel reviews. So the first Showreel review we're going to do today is going to be from Edward Peacock. So Edward contacted me directly, and he's a student from Scape Studios, which is my old training ground. I used to be a teacher at Scape Studios a long time ago. I was the teacher at the compositing evening course for Scape Studios, which is a really great school in London for visual effects. And so I was, it was crazy, man. I was working at the mill the whole day as the head of Nuke at the mill. And then when I finished my work around 7, I would then get into the train, get into the underground, to the tube, and then go to Scape Studios to start a brand new Nuke course with my students at 9 o'clock. And then I would only be finished until 11, I believe. So it was crazy, man, because it was after my entire day at the mill. I was I had a lot more energy back then than I have now. So that was tough. That was a tough schedule to do. But anyway, I don't know if Edward is here. If Edward is here and he wants to join the call, so be it. He can join me. If he's not, he can just talk on the chat. It's no pressure. I don't do bookings anymore like I used to. So if you don't want to join, that's not a problem at all. So I'm going to play their showreel. Now remember, if there is music, if there is copyright on this showreel, when you are listening to this on VOD, which is later on when you listen to this on video on demand, you might just hear a muted section. So don't worry about it. That's because I removed the audio because of the copyright claim on YouTube. So, but for the people watching on live, they will be able to listen to the showreel with the music. So I'm going to play it once, and then I will mute after so we can talk to Edward if he's here. If he's not here, I'll do the review by myself. It's not a problem at all. So let's watch Edward's showreel first, and then we'll jump right in, okay? I'm going to stop right there because I know this is going to be striked. There's no way this is not going to be striked because it's a really famous song. So I'm going to not play that music because if it's a really famous song, they might shut down the stream. So I'm not going to do that. Because that has happened to me before, where the actual stream went down because of that. So I'm not going to play that song. I am so sorry, Edward. This is a music that is too famous for me to play on the stream, at jeopardy of the stream not playing. So I'm not going to take that risk. So we're going to play this. We're going to play this muted. I am so sorry, Edward. It has to be that way. Okay, cool. That was cool. Thank you so much for sharing the showreel, Edward. I don't know if you're here on the stream. If you are in the stream, just let me know so I know that you're here, and then we can talk a little bit about the shots and everything. I'm gonna leave the thing looping anyway, and I'm going to, what am I doing here? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna put this in full screen. I'm gonna just like do it like this and put myself in the little corner. Putting myself on the little corner, I believe you only have, yeah, the softwares you've used. Or I'll put myself on the top corner then, so I don't cover up anything there, and I'll just keep removing myself if I need to from that place. So first shot, alien cube, all aspect. So it feels like, first of all, like really nice first thing here that you have. You have your website, you have your email, you have your name that is from Scape Studios. It's all nice to do these things because Scape Studios is a very reputable school, and they're really famous, and so that's a good idea to do that. After that, we go and move into the first shot now. So the first shot, alien cube, all aspects. Nuke, Synthesize, DaVinci, and Blender. So I think it looks cool, but there's a feeling that the cube, for me personally, maybe it's because it's such a magical kind of event, the cube is very, I don't feel like it's interacting enough with the background and with the environment. There is like an enormous light inside. I know this is a daytime shot, of course, but there's an enormous light core inside. And I feel like it should be dropping some light into this environment. So my advice to you would be to actually build this environment in very simple geometry, really simple geometry, so you can make an extra pass with lighting and reflections for Nuke, so that you can operate it that way, so that you can make a light pass in the scene. If you can't get hold of geometry, one good example of this would be if you go to Beeble AI. Beeble AI has this tool that creates normal passes from footage, so you can process, and you can get an account on Beeble AI for free and just have one processing shot. I know you can do that, or you can pay for the subscription, of course. But the cool thing about it is that you will produce a normal pass, and then with that normal pass, you could do a relighting with the shot itself. So that could be one solution. Of course, the best solution would be always to have the entire thing in geometry inside of 3D, and then of course that would give you a much higher quality. So I feel like I'm missing the interaction of the lighting on the bed, and missing the light interaction on these dark areas. I feel like these rays of light that are coming through from the thing now, they should really be reflecting light into the dark corners of the room. Of course, they wouldn't affect the window because it's so bright, but they would affect the darker sections of the room. And then as it explodes, we have this explosion, then we have this blob of light in the middle that then creates the thing. I think you went a bit too far with the overexposure of the light in the interior. It almost looks like a fake blob in the middle. I think you probably could try to do something a bit better than that. I feel like there's some problems going on there. And then again, the corresponding shape that you build, again, is not transmitting any light to anything. You did a good job with the reflections of the pieces. Yeah, I just feel like, and also, not to mention, I know that I'm really being picky now, but all these pieces drop through the bed, and they don't really affect anything to the bed. This is a really soft, the cloth on the bed, the basically, it's quite soft, so any little touch it would move it a bit. So, and these pieces look heavy to me. So I would expect some of these creases to actually be bended from the weight of these pieces. So there's a couple of things that I would really look into. So there's some comments on the chat as well. Mikhail says, first shot, seems like geometry of the bed is flat. Shadows are rolling and dropping shadows like it's completely flat. You're probably right. It's probably because the bed is flat. I don't think it's completely flat because you can kind of see that there's a shadow there being done of some kind. So there's something on there, but it's not. It's not really completely well achieved, I think. So yeah, and I agree with you, Mikhail, that the reflections might be a little bit bright as well. So, Mr. Abiop, Abiop, it's been 10 months since I came here last time. At that time, I was fresher paint prep artist, but eventually got into 3D product visualization role. Oh, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations on the role and congratulations on the job, on getting a job and everything. And you're welcome to coming back. And thank you so much for joining again. And thank you so much. I really appreciate that you came back to the stream. You're listening to what we are up to here. So really appreciate that. That's really nice to have a returning person watching. So thank you so much, Mr. Abi OP. Yeah, Freyoshi, I know. It was a quite dark schedule at my life at the time. It was not easy, for sure. So, let's move on to the next shot. So, gramophone, all aspects. So I think you did a wonderful job with the gramophone. I think the only thing I can see is that there's some kind of flickering going on the metal base of the gramophone here. There is something shimmering on the edges. That could be... It looks to me like either a render problem, but it could also be a pre-multiplication problem. I'm not sure. I would definitely clean that up. It's really, really distracting. You can see it really clearly. But you did a really good job with the integration. I like the reflection that you've placed in. The reflections are really nice. If anything, maybe I would have bumped the reflection a little bit more. I think it's a bit soft. It's a bit transparent. I also like that you have a nice reflection on the wall as well. Although the reflection on the wall looks to me like it's a little bit tad bright for the surface that is happening there. So, but it's really a well-achieved shot. I think you did a really good job. It's a little bit noisy on the metal golden section of the gramophone, but that's also like maybe it is something that that I don't know, like maybe let me just do one thing here. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna use this thing instead. So maybe that's, yeah, I don't know, like it feels to me that the reflection on the wall is a tad too bright. If anything, maybe because it should have been maybe a little bit yellowish. So yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, you're probably right that there's the window there reflecting, but I'm missing a little bit of the yellowish reflection of this golden gramophone. I think that's the only thing. It's really what I said. It's like I have a problem with the shimmering that is happening on the metal base of the gramophone and then the reflection. And also overall, I think your gramophone itself, if you look really closely here into this, if you look here closely to there, you see, it looks to me like it's a little bit pixelated somehow. Maybe you don't have enough resolution getting into the render of this gramophone because it shouldn't really be breaking up the pixels like that. So maybe there's something there. And in here, this is what I mean. The window is reflecting, but I'm missing the yellowish being a bit more protruded. And also this reflection, I think, should be a little bit more. But again, I'm really, really, really rushing at straws. I think the shot is really well achieved. And I'm just like being picky. I'm being picky because that's what happens when you have a really good shot. When you have a good shot, you're more picky. You're more picky because the shot is already so good and it could be like perfect and it's not perfect. So that's why we become a bit more picky when a shot is really good, because it's so close from being perfect. That's why. So apologies. Oh, wow. I had ice on this glass. It's gone. It was full of ice, this water. Jesus Christ. What's happening? We are all This is not good. It's not good what's happening. People don't care and they don't talk about it. But what's happening to the planet is not normal. But they don't care, you know. No one seems to care, which is a bit strange. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about here. Yeah, the water would be boiling. Yes, Mikhail. I know. Like, it would be like... would be a great reference for boiling water. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next shot. Roto work in progress. So, I think this is looking really good. Now, I don't know if you've used the machine learning or if it's actual manual roto. Regardless of that, I think you did a fantastic job. I know it's not finished, of course, but you have a really good understanding of motion blur, of shapes. If anything, the only thing I would say is that I wish I could know the shapes that you've done. So maybe that's because it's machine learning roto. Maybe that's the case. But if it's not machine learning roto, and even if it's machine learning roto, I would love to know what extra shapes you've put in. So I think it would be interesting for you to showcase the shapes on your roto. But well done. I think it's really good, and I can't wait to see it finished. I mean, I know you still have the hair to do. That's pretty much what's left. It's the hair, and there's the leg here, of course, that has to be behind the punching bag. But I think that's the only thing left, really. So yeah, once it's finished, I think you're gonna have a really nice piece of roto. It would also be the other thing that I would also recommend you to present this is not only showing the shape, but also showing the person in over black. Because yes, you've put some purple here, but it's really hard for me to notice. Like, for example, in here, I can see that the edge is not quite right, but it's hard to tell because I can't see it over black. So either you're hiding it and you don't want us to see it, but if that's the case, that's not good. I think it would be nice if you could show it over black. So, yeah. Dante Metaphor, that's a fantastic name, Dante. Dante Metaphor says, "Hi, first time catching one of the streams. I would love to submit my reel next time for feedback, as I'm a more technical effects artist trying to get more into lighting, look development, comp, and Nuke." Of course, yeah, you can send over your showreel, of course. Not a problem at all. You can definitely send your showreel. I have the link here. I'll drop it on the chat. And then you can submit your showreel, and also you can contact me as well if you want to contact me. It's always nice if you contact me as well. Like you basically drop your showreel and then contact me either Discord or social media or LinkedIn, and you can just like introduce yourself and tell me a few things about yourself, and then we can book this show review. We have one next week if you want to. So I'm going to give you the link to drop your showreel, and so here it is. Drop the showreels here. Let's okay, so that should work. Yes, there it is. So you have the showreel link there. You should see it now. It's on the chat. Since I have you guys here, I will also, because I was talking about Beeble as well, you can also use I have a specific Beeble AI link, because they don't sponsor me in any way, shape, or form, but I do they have an affiliate system, which I've signed up, and so if you're interested on trying Beeble, you can use that link, and then at least you support the channel, because if you're interested on Beeble, if you use that link, I get 10% of the subscription. So at least I get a little bit of money from the link. So that's why that's reference to Hugo. So if you're interested, no, they're not sponsoring me, so no pressure here. I'm just like sharing the affiliated link, the affiliation link to Beeble. I really enjoy Beeble. I've been really enjoying working on it and using it for normals pass. That's the main majority of the time I use Beeble, is for normals pass and for rotoscoping support. It's been a wonderful companion to my visual effects endeavor. So Well, anyway, you have the links there for the showreels, and you also have the link for Beeble if you would like. So let's continue here. Continue moving on. Next shot, Blazing Scape. All aspects beside the spaceship model. Now, this is a fantastic shot. My God, this is really well done. You did a great job. I think the sky looks great. The environment looks great. The sun looks great. I love that you left a bit of overexposure. The ship crosses the camera. You kind of see some dirt on the camera as well. That's a nice touch. I like the reflection of the ship, although the reflection of the ship is... It's a bit strange. Like, the only thing I would say is that it's strange that we have a very dark reflection, but the trail of smoke is bright. It's right. So the reflection's color and shape doesn't really match up with the... If anything, the shadow, the reflection should match up the environment. So either you maybe color corrected the smoke too much and didn't match it to the reflection, but that's just a little touch. So yeah, that's the other thing. Mikhail is completely right about this. The ship is so close to the water, it should move the water. So you need to be careful with this, because by making the ship so close to the water, you've produced a problem for yourself. Now you have to make the water move with the ship, and so that could be challenging, but you definitely need to have movement on the water. If you watch any movies like that has a spaceship or an airplane flying through water, you can look, for example, at Top Gun, or you can look at Firefox. All those films, when they go really close to water, you see the water going up, like going up really strongly. So, yeah, but yes, now you need... Yoshi is right. Now you need the water simulation. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Now you need the water simulation. I'm sorry, we just screwed up your shot. Your shot looks lovely, by the way. So it looks great. I think this is a small thing. There's two ways you can get away from this. Either you put the ship higher and it doesn't touch the water, or you can challenge yourself and make a water simulation. I like the second option. I think the second option is the best option. Yes, and also you're right. I was about to say that, Mikhail, as well, that the ship is gigantic compared to the islands. Yes, it is. But maybe it is like a gigantic ship. If it is a gigantic ship, it should have shaken the camera more. Maybe let's just skip the camera shake, because it's a bit phony, really. I don't really think it works that well. But in terms of scale, yes, the ship is gigantic, so it would definitely move the water. So if I was you, I wouldn't focus too much on the ship. The environment looks amazing. I would just put the ship a bit higher and not have it a bit smaller and don't touch the water. But if you really want a challenge, then do a water simulation. That would be that would definitely be a challenge. That's for sure. So if you want to take that challenge. Okay, next shot. Millennium, all aspects apart from modeling. Sorry, all aspects of what? You don't. Oh, okay, you don't have a breakdown. So I'm assuming it's the barbed wire that is CG, and I'm assuming the wall has something, because it looks to me like these at least this graffiti looks a bit too clean. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and you're gonna tell me that it's something else. Maybe it's the background there, the desert. That could be one thing as well. But since you didn't really tell me what it is, I have no idea. It definitely is the desert. I don't believe that there would be a desert environment next to this house. So that's one thing. So it's hard for me to tell, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, maybe the barbed wire is so perfect that that's why it's not CG. So I don't know. You can fool me here. I have really no idea. Oh, you think it's full 3D? I don't think this is full CG. If this is full CG and it's the lady, this is the only thing real, then I applaud you, my friend, because you just made the best visual effects shot in the world. Like, I don't believe that's full CG. I don't think so. But if it is, like, my God, if it is, then it's an outstanding shot. She runs in a really, really awkward way, by the way. So, okay. Maybe you can... it's all 3D. Okay. How do you know? Are you the person that did it? All aspects. It's really hard to understand what's been done. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, maybe next time just tell people what it was. I can kind of see that maybe these cameras are CG because they look a bit weird. The way a camera would be broken and rotting like that, that's a bit strange. Like, cameras don't really rot like that, but maybe I'm wrong. So, yeah, maybe. I have no idea. It is peculiar. Maybe she's like rotoscoped and integrated into this CG scene. It could be that as well. Maybe you can come back here and we can do a game of guess what's CG and guess is not CG. I have no idea. So next up, tracking marker cleanup. Those are some big tracking markers you put in. They're almost like they almost look like this for you to put the water. You know, like I can't remember the name of it now. I have one here. Look, I have one here. I have one from Unreal. Oh, sorry, the other way around. And I have one from the Foundry as well. And I actually have that one. Look, I have that one as well. So I have 3 here. I have 3 coasters. Sorry, I was meant to say coasters and I forgot the word. So I have a tracking marker coaster, an Unreal coaster, and a Foundry coaster. And still have another coaster here. Sorry, why do I have so many coasters? It's a bit silly. I have a Beatles coaster here as well. and that's not enough. Where's the other one? I had a 3ds Max coaster somewhere. I can't find it now. Let's just see here. I have another one here. So this is a coaster. It's a bit wet. This is a coaster that I bought on an exhibition. This coaster is made of recycled plastic, recycled nets found on the ocean. So it was an exhibition I saw in London about the environment, and they did this really wonderful coaster, which was made of plastic from fishing nets. And I've been using it for years now. It's really good. Sorry. Coaster time is over. You want a Bryce coaster? Oh my God, Bryce. Do you know I have Bryce? Man, you've said this, now I'm going to go and get it and show it to you. Okay, are you ready? You said you wanted a coaster for Bryce, right? Here's Bryce. Bryce 2. This is the original Bryce for the Power Macintosh. So look at that. How beautiful is that? Bryce 2 for the Power Macintosh. Let's have a look what's inside. So there's the box. When softwares had boxes. Okay. We're cooking here. So we have the discs. So if people don't know, this is not a saving icon. These are the actual floppy disks of the software. And then we have a fancy manual, and we have another fancy manual, and we also have, oh my God, so modern. We have a CD as well, a Bryce 2 CD. And what else? I have the serial number. I'm going to show it on the screen because that's how it used to be. Well, I'll show it, but I will cover it so you don't use it. So that's the serial number that is here for people to use. And then we have the command key. Look, it's with all the commands and everything for you to use Bryce. So that's Bryce 2. for the Power Macintosh, which I will eventually make a video about. I think I mentioned this before on the last stream, that I'm making a bunch of retro software videos. I mentioned that on the stream before, and in fact, I think I even showed it during the stream, didn't I? I think so. I think I did show it to the stream. Yeah, so that's why, because now I have sorry, that's not what I want to show. This bad boy. So I have the Silicon Graphic Octane 2, which is on my house now. I have that one here, and then I also, so I'm going to run some of the softwares on this thing. I also have now the Silicon Graphic 02 as well. I have that one as well. And also, not to mention, I also have the Silicon Graphic Indie as well, and the Silicon Graphic Indigo 2. And so they're all in my living room, and I've been playing around with them. This is me playing around with Media Illusion, which it's been lovely on the edX workstation. But this is, of course, a big project that I'm doing for YouTube. Next week or the week after, I'm almost done with the video. So the next video will be the O2 video. So that's dropping soon. Anyway, let's get back to, that was a spin-off of Bryce. Let's move on with the show. So, yeah, these would be expensive. Yes, it would be really expensive. So, oh, Mikael, your first ever 3D app was Bryce. Oh my God. Was it Bryce 2 or is it like another Bryce? I only have Bryce 2. I don't have Bryce 1. So I don't have Bryce 1. So people say, what is this? It's coaster time. Okay, anyway, let's move on to this thing. So the tracking markers, it says tracking marker cleanup. And I can kind of see that this is an exercise from Scape Studios, because you're literally just removing tracking markers from the whole thing. And I think you did a good job. You did a really good job with the tracking marker on the water glass, the tracking marker on the coasters. They were well cleaned up as well. I don't see any problems. I'm going frame by frame. It looks to me like it slides. This patch is sliding a bit. This one here. So just wanted to let you know that this patch here, if I move a little bit, it's sliding just ever so slightly. Not much, but the one on the front looks fine, I think, and everything else looks fine. It's not a very good looking shot though. It's the only thing I would say is that it's not a particularly nice shot. I would definitely, maybe if you're going to do a tracking exercise, maybe use a nicer shot. That would be the only thing I would say. So anyway, that is it for this showreel. Thank you so much, my friend, for coming, for basically joining the stream. Yeah, thank you so much, Edward Peacock. I think your showreel is really nice. I can't wait to see more final stuff on the showreel. I think you are talented and you have some nice shots. You just need to finish that rotoscoping, and then there's a couple of things here and there. And hopefully you can have more shots. I think you don't have a lot of shots. I think it's a very short showreel. I think you should have other things as well. So, yeah. That's it, really. We're going to move on to the next showreel review. The next showreel review will be for Fernando Garrido. That will be the next showreel review. The next one, which will be the last one. I'm only going to do 2 today because it's too hot to be here in my office. I'm just boiling, and I don't want to be boiling. So I will see you all very soon. As usual, we're going to do a 10-minute break. You guys already know how this works. You can put a timer if you want. This is my way of doing a responsible stream. So go in, stretch your legs, get some water, especially if you're in London. It's really hot. So hydrate yourself, and we'll be back with some more. During the break, we're going to be seeing a bunch of commercials. You're going to be seeing the BenQ commercial. You're going to be seeing the commercial for my Nuke course, and also the commercial for the lovely book from my wife as well, the cooking book that she has made, which I'm very proud of her book. And if you are interested on buying the book, that's the book there. I'll put the link on the chat. And if you like good food, or if you think you have a friend that likes good food, maybe give this a go. That's the link for the book. The book is on the screen as well. So you're going to be seeing a commercial for that book as well. And then you're going to be seeing a commercial for my Nuke course as well, which is 75% off right now. So if you're interested, just either contact me if you have questions, or you can go through that link there. In the meantime, let's just do a break. Like I said, 10 minutes break, and I'll be right back.
Hello everyone! I'm super excited to give you a glimpse of my first cookbook, Green Recipes for All, featuring over 50 dishes inspired by amazing Mediterranean food. Inside, you can find recipes made with a variety of fresh, healthy, and versatile ingredients and popular plant-based products. These are great choices whether you already follow a plant-based diet or simply wish to cook a few weekly meat-free meals to reduce your overall meat consumption. In the book, you'll find a wide range of new and exclusive recipes from soups and big salads to main courses and desserts, as well as some of the most popular recipes here on my channel, such as the perfectly cooked non-stick rice or the tabbouleh-style bulgur and mixed bean salad. Not forgetting a new version of the delicious tofu chocolate mousse. So, if you'd like to have a look at my book and try some of the recipes, just visit any Amazon marketplace and order a copy, which is available in hardcover, paperback, or digital formats. Hope you enjoyed the book, have fun cooking, and see you next time.
Are you interested in learning compositing? My Nuke course is currently 50% off. Join today to have access to 150 pre-recorded classes, 50 hours of training, using real production assets covering industry standard techniques with over 200 gigs of Showreel material and access to a private Discord channel with over 2,300 students. This course is endorsed by Foundry and has access to a Foundry student license paid separately. Join today at hugosdesk.myshopify.com.
Befores and Afters magazine is the monthly print mag from VFX journalist Ian Fales. Go in-depth on key visual effects topics with major VFX supervisors, artists and studios. Each issue covers a different area like creature animation, miniatures, on-set VFX and VFX tools. Find your copy at beforesandafters.com/magazine.
Okay, I am back. Sorry for the delay. I'm just downloading a new version of the Showreel for the person that is going to be reviewed next. They just sent me a brand new version. In the meantime, while I'm downloading that thing, I am going to drink a very fresh drink. So, again, I keep saying this on every stream. I'm not sponsored by Green Cola. I wish I was. I wish I was sponsored by Green Cola. If Green Cola is watching, please sponsor my stream. But I love this drink. It's really nice, and it's not bad for your teeth. It's good for your enamel. So let's. It's actually very natural. It has no preservatives and no acids. Green Cola. I'm gonna just open it up. Let's listen. That is such a satisfying sound. Jesus, it's so cold. I even have like a little thing to make it even to stay cold, you know. My God, it's so warm here. Anyway, yeah, okay. So the Showreel is now downloaded, so I'm going to just put it on my timeline here, because I am reviewing the Showreels through DaVinci. So I'm gonna let's just like make them here, and I need to bring the new version, which is this one, to DaVinci, and then let's see here. So DaVinci, yes, sorry everyone. So where's the new one? The new one is this one. And okay, cool. I have it now. Just gonna like listen to the song to see if it's actually something that I can play. It sounds like it's something I can play. Anyway, not a problem. Don't need to apologize, Fernando. It's fine. I'm just like saying that you were lucky that I was on the chat, because I normally don't go to Discord during the stream. So I'm glad I did, because then I saw that you were there. So let's watch Fernando's Showreel, and then we'll go through it and discuss. And of course, Fernando, if they want to come in and talk to me in person, they are more than welcome. If they don't want to, or if they don't have a microphone or anything, they also don't need to. Like it's up to them. Let's watch their Showreel first, and then we'll come back. Okay, cool. Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your Showreel, Fernando. I'm going to leave it looping in the background while we continue to discuss. But I'm just going to like take away the song. We don't need the sound. So yeah, like I said, if you want to join and talk to me on the call, just let me know. I'm happy to for you to join. Just let me know. You're talking to me on Discord, so maybe just let me know, like if you want to. In the meantime, I'll just like start doing the Showreel as well. So, oh, you would like to join? Okay, cool, cool. If you'd like to join, I'm gonna just prepare a link for you. So let me just do that right away now. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Now, as I mentioned many times, I cannot use the webcam while I'm doing the call. So keep that in mind, that you can join the call, but it's going to be an audio call, okay? Because I can't have my webcam at the same time on both the stream on Twitch, the stream on YouTube, and then also on the call. So with that in mind, it will just be an audio call for me. You won't see me, okay? But you'll see the screen. So just give me a second. So I've sent you the link now. So if you want to accept the call and join me, we can start chatting. So yeah. I'm still running your showreel in the background anyway for people to watch. So just feel free to join. Okay, so I have you here. So let me just bring you in. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Excellent. Okay, so as I said on the stream, unfortunately, I can't share my screen. My face. So, but
Okay.
you'll definitely see the screen itself. So let me just share my screen so that you can see my mouse and you can see pointing, because the stream is quite delayed, as you know. Yeah, so there's no point of us using the stream itself. So yeah, so do you see my screen now?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Great, excellent. So I'm just gonna put this in full screen so that you can see it. And okay, so while we have this running in the background in looping, Fernando, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, where are you calling from?
Okay.
What are you up to? Tell me.
Okay. Well, my name is Fernando. I am from Mexico. I'm currently living on Mexicali, which is a border city with California, like 3 hours away from LA.
Cool,
And
man.
yeah, well, I'm just recently graduated from college. I studied a film-based program. I don't know how to say it properly, but yeah, more like film instead of VFX.
Okay. And so how long have you been working in VFX, like doing these kind of things?
Well, I was. Well, the first VFX I did was like 3 years ago, but it went pretty bad in After Effects. But I started learning Nuke and proper technical and foundations and everything like a year ago, more or less. And yeah, it's
Okay.
been a short trip.
Okay, I see. Well, first of all, congratulations for the game yesterday. You won.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
It was a fantastic
wow.
game. It was a really good game.
Yeah.
I watched it live. I usually work nights. I work really late, so it was like 2:00 in the morning or something. The game.
Okay.
I was watching it. It was really good game. And the stadium like erupted. They were crazy.
Yeah.
It was like nuts.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
nuts.
Mexico is always a big party every time there's
of
the
course.
football
Of course.
match.
And yeah, it is. You guys are doing great. Like 3 games, won 9 points. It's fantastic. It's a really great start.
Yeah.
It's a really great start.
Yeah, it's we're us in Mexico. We're even surprised we're getting all 3 games won. It's not a usual thing.
That's cool, man. Well, you're doing much better than me. Like Portugal is not doing that great. They've tied the first game. They won the second one, but I don't know, man. It feels like they're a bit a hit and miss, really, to be honest. So,
I think Portugal will be doing okay. I mean, I do wish Ronaldo gets far.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Maybe when.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because that's the only thing missing for him. Yeah, I know what you mean. It would have been nice if that happens, but I don't know, man. I don't know if the team has if it has the power to go through. I hope it does, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know, man. I feel like Argentina right now is really strong, and
Yeah.
I saw Mexico really strong as well. I don't know, man. Germany looks a bit strong as well. I don't know, like France especially. it's going to be tough for Portugal, I think. But hopefully it will move on. But yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Like I've been quite
don't worry.
excited. I don't watch soccer. I don't watch football much during the year. But
Me neither.
but
me neither.
when it's the World Cup, I always watch it. So
yeah.
it's the
Same.
only time that I really enjoyed watching it. So every 4 years and every 2 years when the European Championship as well, I always watch it because it's so nice to see all the world and seeing all the teams from all over the world, to see all the fans, and it's really a coming together from all these fans in all these regions, and it's also a great chance to see really teams that I've never heard in my life, which has been fantastic as well.
Yeah, like Cape Verde.
I know Cabo Verde. Yeah, they've been
Cabo Verde.
amazing. Yeah, Cabo Verde. Yeah, they are amazing. Yeah, they have a big following in Portugal because Cabo Verde speaks Portuguese and they are very connected with Portugal.
Nice.
It used to be a colony from Portugal, so they have a big following in Portugal as well. Yeah, that was some really good games as well. Anyway, let's talk about your showreel. Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
So Fernando, I think your showreel is really nice, and you have some really good shots here. And so, especially for how short amount of time you've been doing these kind of works. So congratulations on that. So first shot here, like personal project, personal practice, keying and comping. Is this like completely done in Nuke, or did you also have assistance with machine learning, or how was this done?
Everything on this reel is completely. There's no AI or machine learning.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm just asking it. There's no problem if it had. Like, I especially think Copycat is quite a powerful tool.
I do want to get into it though.
Yeah, you should. Copycat is amazing. I think Copycat and also Beeble AI is doing really good work. I think those tools, the machine learning tools they've been developing, is really nice. I think you did a fantastic job with the key. You have a lot of detail on the hair here and the beards and the glasses with the semi-transparency. Especially when I scrubbed through here, you did a really good job with the semi-transparencies of this really bearded guy that you have here. And so I think you did a good job. And then you've integrated him to the background here. And I think you did a good job with the bouquet, and it did a good job with the defocusing, and also a really nice shot with the grain. The only thing I would say is that this is a creative thing more than anything. I think the shot is really well accomplished, and I don't really see any problems. Is that if a DOP was shooting this, they would have the actor in main, and they would focus rack to the sun. They would not. Yeah. So that's the only thing I would say. And maybe if you want to experiment with that could be a nice touch, because this background is quite nice that you have here. It's a nice background, so you could do that. You could do a rack defocus, and that at least try it to see if it looks nice. But I don't really believe a DOP would just not do that. Like I think they would move focus to the sun, because usually in films you try to convey the attention to the main thing that is happening. So I definitely think that would happen. So that would be the only thing I would say, which is it's a simple thing for you to try. Like it might not work, of course.
I do thought about it when I was doing the shot. I think I was so focused on getting a good key and not so much on that.
And you did.
Side.
You did, and that's what I'm saying. That's just a creative choice. Has nothing to do with the quality of the key and the roto that you've made here. So it's nothing to do with that. Okay, next up, shot. Photoshop in Nuke cleanup projection. So you basically here have this shot here with this corridor, and let's just move on here to the so a typical mirror shot, like the contact shot with from Rosa Becca's, like removing the main cameraman from the shot. I think you did a really good job. You've reconstructed really well the reflections, and the cleanup is quite nice. I don't really see any problems whatsoever there. And and I like the nice touch. I don't see. One thing I would say is I would love to see the original shot playing, just so I could compare it, because you never show me
Okay.
the original shot, and so I'm asking this because I would like to see what kind of gunk and what kind of dirt is on the mirror itself when I look at the shot moving of her moving with the camera, because now you've put some dirt on the glass, but that dirt wasn't there on the original shot, was it?
No.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Saris.
So it's a thing that you have it. Yeah, but I think if you could show the original shot, that would be a nice touch.
Okay.
But I don't really see any problems. Now, I must ask you, like, when I first saw this, I thought you were comping more stuff. I thought you were comping
Yeah. That was
because this is a very strange wall. Is this like what, they forgot to paint it or something? What's going on here?
I don't know. It's this shot was part of a real estate reel for Instagram.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but I just took this shot specifically and made it all through Nuke.
Okay. Okay. I see.
But yeah, that's like that wall is strange.
So it is like that. You didn't really change it in any way. Okay. Okay.
I know.
I'm asking because it looks like it's a composite. You know what I mean? Like it's a really strange kind of looking wall. So that's why I'm asking. So yeah. So I think you did a really good job. Like I said, I would like to see the original movement because I wanted to see the behavior of the shadow. Because right now, you see here, we see the light from the corridor coming through, and then we have this section here, which it's hard to tell if it's the shadow of the cameraman or if it's actually something already there coming from the lighting and the lighting position, because there's a missing light here. So I would like to know how the behavior of the shadow of the cameraman, because right now I think this is strange that it's so dark here. I'm not sure if that's the shadow that you've left or if it's because the lamp is on. So I would like to see the original shot because of that, you know. So yeah. So that's the only thing that I would say. But it's a really well accomplished shot. Well done.
Yeah, I was thinking this shot maybe was like maybe I could add an extra to this shot, because I was thinking this could be like maybe a very simple shot without showing too much, but I really didn't know like what to add.
No, I think it's good as it is. I don't think you need to add anything. It's a really well accomplished cleanup shot, so you know I think it's fine. Okay, personal shot, screen replacement, and set dressing. Okay, so you've replaced the screen there, and you've added another extra poster there. So let's scrub through here. So it was good that you've left a really dark green on the laptop, because then you've accomplished to get all these nice reflections that you can then bring back, especially the one on the window there. That's the window there. So I'm assuming you actually didn't brought that one back, did you? No, you did not. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So you did a really good job with the motion blur. This is really well accomplished. I don't really see any major issues. I feel like just at the turn here, there's just maybe a little bit of a slide, especially because you get. Just look at the original. Sorry, I need to look at the original and see. Okay, no, it's actually in the original. I was just like wondering if the reflection was removed, but it wasn't. No, never mind what I said. It's just because the actual reflection is like that. So yeah, it did a really good job. The track is spot on. I don't really see any issues going frame by frame. I can kind of see that you've managed to composite the thing completely there. Yeah. If anything, the only thing that I would say is that maybe it's a tad too sharp. Like this would be, because if you look at the keys and you look at how much depth of field is actually existing in these keys, and also the depth of field, the defocusing that happens on her finger and also on this entire area here. And then the person on the screen is too sharp. So I think it needs to match the level of blurriness, at least of these keys, so that it's on the same depth, you know. So I think the footage is too sharp. So maybe put a little, very subtle little tad of blur, just a little hint.
Okay.
Maybe 1 or 2, maybe 2 is even too much. Of just making it a little bit more blurry. And then the posters themselves, I think the poster is well executed. It looks to me like it's missing a dark, like when I look at the original posters that you have here, you have a really dark shadow from the side of the poster that is glowing here, and yours is a little bit too soft. Maybe I would emphasize a little bit more of a shadow on that side, because the light is coming from the window. That's why you have the shadow, and the posters are never really completely straight. And so I would definitely put a little bit more shadow on the bottom here, a little bit more shadow on this side, just to make it fit in a little bit better, you know.
Okay.
I think it would be more realistic, because right now it looks to me like the poster has no shadows. And I know if I look at this one here, it also has no shadows, but you see that there is a shadow on this side. And so I'm missing that. I'm missing a shadow on the left side to make it look like there's light coming through this side as well. So I would add that to it. Okay. Okay, so cool. Let's move on to the next shot. Okay. Okay, so student film gunshot comp. You guys did a cowboy film. That's pretty cool.
It's more like it was like a theater play.
Oh, I see. I see.
Of cowboy. Yeah, a film about a play of cowboys.
So I'm assuming this is composited completely. So you've made the light interaction of the whole thing. Did you guys have any flashes on set? Was that what happened, or is it all composite?
No. It's all composite.
Okay. It's very well achieved. Here's something that if you want to give it a go, you can try this on Beeble AI as well. Beeble AI has this tool, this really nice machine learning tool that develops a normal pass, and it's really great for these kind of things. But I think you did a really good job with the lighting. The lighting is really intense, really looking realistic. It almost looks like it's really... That's why I was asking if there was a muzzle flash actually on set. You did a great job. What didn't really work for me is the smoke. So the smoke that you put in looks either very low resolution. Is this like a stock footage that you got, or is this 3D?
Yeah, it's stock.
It's stock, okay. You need to get a better asset. Either you've put too much blur on it, or it's too low resolution, because you see it's too blurred. The gun is really sharp, the table is really sharp, everything is sharp. There's no depth of field, no defocusing, and so I think you went too far with the blurriness of this smoke. It's well tracked, but see, did you added any blur to it whatsoever?
Yeah, I did. Actually, the first version I did of this shot had like almost no defocus, but when I sent it to the director, the director told me that I should put some more defocus. That's why it looks like this, but I thought it looked better the other way.
Yeah, okay. This is the typical situation where the directors are wrong. Here's the thing, like if this was a production shot, if this was for a real film or a real production or a cinema production, I would not even say anything, because I know directors can be a pain and they tend to have their opinions and people have to do them. But because it says student film, everyone watching this will assume that you've made the decisions yourself, because usually when it's a student project, it tends to be that you can control everything. And so everyone is going to think that you've made the blur and it was your choice. I would recommend you for your showreel to revert back to the previous version that you liked. I would recommend that because I don't think no one will never know. No one will never know if this is done by you or because it's not a real project. By saying student film, they will not know. So, yeah. And I'm just gonna go back to Frayoshi is saying on the chat here regarding the shot before. He does have a point that when I'm talking about the shadow on the bottom poster here, that's just the bottom one. I think the top one looks great. You did a really good job with the shadow on the top one and the shadow on this side here. So just whatever you did here, you need to do it on the bottom one. So the top one is looking good. So I agree with Yoshi. And I think also something that is Mikael is saying on the chat is that as the gun goes back, this smoke should really move a little bit because of the actual strength of the smoke. So I think you should start by at least getting this asset to not be so blurred and see how that looks. If that looks good, then keep it as it is. If it doesn't look okay, then you need to look into another asset that you might find, another piece of stock. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. Cool. Okay. So let's move on to the next shot here. Yeah, you see, even when I look at the breakdown, you have better moments before the blur. You see, that is better than this. So, not the color though. The color is wrong, but I mean the sharpness of it is better than actually what happened on the end. So, okay. So personal projects, key and comp. Let's have a look. Where's the original? Yeah, there's the original there. You also did some de-aging as well, didn't you? Because it looks cleaner, the skin. Is that what you're trying to do? Or is just the denoising?
Yeah, it's just the denoising. I just it was very noisy footage, and I just when I regrained the comp, I just didn't regrain at all.
Okay, I see. It's really soft. It became really soft, the actress, because of that. I think your denoising is a bit too extreme, but again, it looks nice at the end. I think you did a good job with the regraining that you've made. Everything is looking good to me. I just think on the very beginning of the shot, when I am here, there's a few things here that looks a bit strange. I feel like this edge of the cheek and the face has a little bit of a dark tint to it. It might be that you need to look into that. And also there is it's happening here as well. This is a bit strange, this edge that is happening here. Now, I don't know. Let's have a look. Where's the... Yeah, because you don't play the original footage in full, so I don't know what was there. Is that the mirror of outside of the car? Is that the mirror of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a black edge that shouldn't really be there. You need to look into that. Maybe erode it, or get rid of it, or edge extend it, something like that. The same goes with her. Her cheek here needs some kind of treatment because it's a little bit too soft and it has a little bit of a dark edge as well to it. As she moves forward here, it kind of looks like it gets a bit better, and then by the time you get here, there's also a couple of things here. I'm assuming it doesn't really look quite like this. Looks to me like you're cutting a little bit of her face. So maybe go frame by frame and just rebuild back whatever detail was there, because the outline looks a bit strange for the lips and the face. And as she turns, that's a little bit too blur on the hair here. That looks way too blurry when she turns. But then when she stops, and it happens again here on this side as well, I think that's a bit too blurry. But then when she stops, I think the rest then looks really nice. I think you did a great job at the end of the shot, where you have some nice hair detail. I think it's just when she turns, there's a couple of problems that you need to look into. There's also some kind of little hole on the key there that is happening on the hair as well. You need to look into what's going on here, because it looks like there's some kind of mask that is moving, or there's something moving there. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like it either is a loose mask or some kind of thing that is making a hole on the hair. So it looks like a reflection of some kind. Could be the reflection. So look into that. Cool.
Yeah.
And that's it, really. So this
Okay.
shot had a few more things, but well done. This is really nice. Congratulations, Fernando. You have a really nice showreel, especially because you just
Thank you.
started. So very well done. How's it been going by you showing this showreel and sending it over? Have you started doing that?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, this is my first time showing my showreel to anybody.
Oh, cool.
Right.
So what? You're
So
gonna start sending it
yeah,
over to
yeah,
get it work?
for sure. I'm already looking for work. Well, I don't know where to look at, but
How's the visual? Because you said you are in Mexico, right? You're in the country,
yeah,
right? But
yeah,
not on Mexico City. You said another name. I can't remember the name.
yeah. Mexicali, it's called.
Mexicali. Okay.
Yeah, Mexicali.
How far is it from the capital?
It's right in the north
Of Mexico. Okay.
northwest. It's a border city with California.
Okay. Yes, that's right. You said that. So I think how's the visual effects business in Mexico? Is there a lot of work? I don't really know much about the business in Mexico. How is there a lot of work? A lot of films being done, commercials? Like how's that going?
Well, most of it is like really low budget.
Okay.
And most of it it's almost everything, almost all work comes from the capital city or maybe Tijuana, which is
I see.
yeah. But yeah, there's not much. There's not a lot of work.
I see.
Really.
I see. Okay. And so I'm assuming also there could be a potential of remote work as well. Like we do that a lot here in Europe. We do remote work around European countries because it's so close to each other. So it could be a possibility as well. Okay, cool. Well, best of luck. You have a really good showreel. So I I hope you get to work and keep going. You're very talented and you work really well. And I definitely would if you want to become more and more employable into the future, I would definitely look into machine learning and copycat and look into those things and so that you can be ready to, because your employee will most likely be expecting you to know machine learning and copycat at least inside of Nuke. So has nothing to do with generative AI, really just the machine learning tools that they've developed. So yeah. Yeah, cool, man.
I have a question.
Go for
it. What do you think will, if I added an extra shot to this reel, what would you think it should be?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, let's go through it. I feel like you have a really nice key shot on the beginning here. That's at least you have a keying shot. That's for sure really good. And then you have this cleanup, but it's not a very advanced cleanup. And then, of course, the screen replacement, which is really good to have. I think the only thing that you're missing really is I would focus on trying to have something with some kind of CG or matte painting at least. So maybe pick a shot from a street that you could alter in matte painting or projections. So definitely I think you're missing projections using the 3D system of Nuke with maybe some matte painting elements. That would be nice. CG is a bit more tough because you either do it yourself or you need to get another person to help you, and then that means it becomes a collaboration with someone. So if you can get hold of someone that would like to share a shot, and maybe they have the shots for their showreel and you have the shots for your showreel, that would be a good idea. But if you want to do it by yourself, like a projection shot might be a good idea,
I do took some extra courses on when I was in college about CG. So I'm actually I do have some shots in there with some HDRIs I took and some LiDAR scans I did. So yeah, it's actually a personal project upcoming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shortly.
Well, that's a good idea. Let do that one. That's definitely. If you, for compositing purposes, I think that's the really thing that is missing here. Some kind of projection system with matte paintings, a shot like that. and maybe another cleanup shot, but a more advanced cleanup shot with maybe a street where you clean up things and remove things and put other things or something like that. I mean, there should also be a rotoscoping shot here, but you have some nice keying shots as well. So I think that'll be the missing stuff that I would be expecting to see on a showreel like this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool, man. Any other comment or I'm just gonna while I saw it here on the chat, really well spotted. So Pat 5102 spotted the electricity pole on this shot should have motion blur, and he's absolutely right. So there should be motion blur going on there. So you need to add. I missed that. So thank you so much, Pat, for saying that. You definitely need to add some kind of motion blur on the electrical poles, all of them actually. So this one here also needs motion blur. You see. So
I mean, that background it's already the moving is already there. Like, should there be more motion blur on it?
Yeah, because you see, going frame by frame. If I go frame by frame, you see the amount of distance this goes through from one frame to the other is so much that we should have some kind of motion blur for sure. It's definitely missing. It's not much, but it needs some motion blur. It's too sharp. Especially because if you look around, like the shot is already so blurred on the background there, it looks a bit strange. So I think you should look into that and put some more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, any other questions, Fernando?
No, that I can think of.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, it was lovely to meet you, and I'm going to just stop sharing my screen here. Lovely to meet you, Fernando, and best of luck for everything. You have a really good showreel, and best of luck for finding a job and getting some work going.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time for this. This really helped me. I'm definitely gonna be doing some adjustments to my reel, and I hope I can.
Of course, and feel free. You already have me on Discord here. Feel free to contact me again. Like, I'm happy to look at the updated showreel. We can look into that. You can share it with me, and we can have some. I can give you some more comments if you want to. It's not a problem at all.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, cool. We're done. Look at that. I'm not gonna do another showreel because I am boiling here. I'm like melting inside this room. So we are going to leave it for today. So we're just gonna do the giveaway, and then I'm off because my God, I need to have an ice cream or something and just not melt. So thank you so much, Fernando, for joining on the showreel. That was wonderful to check. Okay, so the giveaway is there on the screen, and let's just roll the dice here and see what happens with the showreel reviews. Okay, so let me just close this down, and okay, so let's see how many lucky contenders did we get on the entries. Okay, we have 20 entries. Let's roll the dice and see who is the winner. Okay. Okay. Draw the winner. Okay, so I have winner of the Nuke course is, just need to be careful not to put their email. Okay, is that the name? Yes, it is. Okay, so okay, you're more than welcome, Nikki. So the winner of the Nuke course is Diogo Paterna. That's the name of the winner of the giveaway. So Diogo, congratulations. You've won my Nuke course. I'll be in touch soon for giving you the login information and everything. So congratulations, my friend. You've won the Nuke course. So Diogo Paterna from Spain. Spain is doing a good job on the World Cup for sure. Congratulations, Diogo, both on winning the giveaway, but also it's doing really well at Spain on the World Cup as well. Oh, it's you. Here we go. Diogo is here. Diogo has a great name. Diogo 3056530565. So yeah, Diogo Paterna, you've won the giveaway. I'll be in touch in the next few days for you to get the login for my new course. Thank you so much. Lucky number. Oh, it's your lucky number. You should use it on your. You should use it on the Lotto or on the Euro Millions. You know, of course. If you didn't win today, you can always join my Nuke course. Remember, my Nuke course is 7%, 75% off right now, and it is actually there's new classes dropping into it as well. So the link is just on the chat. It's on the screen right now. And yeah, thank you so much for joining today. Thank you so much on this boiling day. Remember, next up, we have the show reviews on the 9th of July, and we have the next show review will be on the 16th of July. So in July, we'll have 2 show reviews. I hope you have a great time. If you are in the UK, please don't melt. Drink a lot of water. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being here. Stay cool. Stay chilled. And I would like to thank everyone that watched the stream today, the entire 173 people that watched on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching the stream. It's amazing to see all of these people coming here and checking it out. Also, thank you so much to all the 46 people that watched on Twitch as well. Wonderful. A lot of people that watched today. And goes without saying that I would love to thank my Patreons as well. So thank you so much to Adrian, Ban, Daniel, Fedor, Hiroshi, Kasun, Perti, Peter, and Thomas. Thank you so much for supporting my project and supporting my stream for so long. I can't thank you enough. If you want to become a supporter of the channel, you can do so on Patreon and help my channel. The entire supporting of Patreon goes into the development of these streams. So I don't make any money on YouTube. It's a pro bono situation, but it at least helps me to keep the lights on. So I'd like to thank my Patreons and, of course, all my other Patreons and members that are always supporting my channel every month, day in, day out. Thank you so much, everyone. It's great to see you all, and I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. So I hope you have a great time. I'll see you all in 2 weeks from now. And goodbye, everyone. Have a great day. And enjoy some World Cup games, as I am going to as well. See you all later. Bye.